Yeah, recording started.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. And okay, quick check with yes, those who are present mentally as well as online. अभी कुछ लोग सुन नहीं रहे ना. Aman, Rida, Sakshi, Sumanyu, you have not renamed yourself. Shivam, Vinit, you are not listening to me. Shivam, Charvi, and please everybody mute yourself. Aisha, okay. So see what we have discussed so far. One is initially we started with statements and negation, how to negate a statement. Then we had statements involving quantifiers, right? And then we had statement with more than one quantifier, multiple quantifiers, and we discussed how to negate them. And we ended yesterday with some statements which are joined by and or, right? So we'll consider some more examples. So let me just fix some notation. So I'll keep S for set of students. In G2. And I'll choose room number 4. So set of students in breakout room number 4. Okay. Those who are in this set, can you quickly give a yes? Those who are in the set. Riyanshi, Mansi. Only those who are in the set give a yes. Others don't do anything. Okay, I'll see room number 4, how many are awake, how many are actually mentally present. Mansi, room number 4, you are right. Okay, good. So then another notation, G is a set of students from Gujarat. Okay, those who are there in this set, yes, please give a tick. So I'll know where you are, which room you are. Those who are from Gujarat. Okay, from G. Okay, good. So there's both set are non-empty. Some students are there, right? And now I consider this set R4 intersection G. Those who are in the intersection, click yes. R4 intersection G. Okay. Aisha, you clicked yes and then you did not click, then it withdrew. Aisha, what happened?
Sir, I'm in R4 but not in G.
Okay, you are in R4 but not in G. So we'll come back to you later. Ramesh, room number 4, Ramesh.
Yes, sir.
Can you describe what is this set? Can you tell ये set क्या है? What is this set?
स्टूडेंट जो R4 में मतलब रूम 4 में भी है और वो गुजरात से भी है.
Now can you say that in English? क्योंकि और दो में आता है, हिंदी में भी और आता है and then English also has or. So can you say?
And
So student, if I say S belongs to R4, what you can say? S
belongs to R4 and
S is in room number 4.
4 and
yes, and
S in Gujarat.
S is from Gujarat. Yes, good. Thank
From
you.
Gujarat.
Yeah, good. Okay, sometimes we just say that S is in room number 4 and from Gujarat. So these are two statements. As you can see, they are joined by and, right? Now Aisha said something. Aisha said no, she is not. She withdrew. So she says she is not in R4 intersection G. So we can ask Aisha, what does this mean?
Yes, sir.
What does this mean? You said no, you are not in this intersection. So what does this mean? You are not in R4 intersection G. That means what?
Sir, I'm in R4, but I'm not in.
Ah,
I'm from
okay.
R4 section, but not from Gujarat.
Some disturbances there. Who else is unmuted? Rupali. So those who are in this set, okay, those who are not in this, click yes. Those who are not in the set. Room number 5, Krishna.
Yes, sir.
Can you describe why, what is this if S does not belong to this?
Yes, sir. S is not in room number 4
Yes, S
And-
is not in room number 4
and S is not from Gujarat.
and okay, and S is not from
Gujarat.
Gujarat.
Yes.
Okay. Clearing the feedback. How many of you agree with him?
No, sir.
No. Aisha ने बोला अभी. Yes, Aisha said she is in room number 4. Krishna.
Yes, sir.
If somebody is room number 4, then can it be in the intersection? If I know only this information.
No,
Can
sir.
it-
She also from Gujarat. She should be also from.
both conditions are satisfied, right?
Yes, sir.
So not in room number 4, either not in room number 4. What will come here?
Or, sir. Or, sir.
Yes.
Understand.
Do you realize it now?
Yes.
Okay, good. So we have changed it to or. Okay. So we have something like this. X is in A union. Sorry, X is in A intersection B. Yesterday we saw, right? Then X is in A and X is in B. It should be in both. If it is not in A intersection B, then either X is not in A or X is not in B. Is it okay for everyone? Okay. Then can you discuss about the union? Okay. Discuss S belongs to R4 union G. Okay. And check if you are in the set or not. And then negate it. Okay. So what does it mean by saying S is not in R4 union G? Okay. Why others are not clicking? Rishikesh, Sumit, Shubham, yes, what is the problem? Shubham, you are not audible. Shubham, you can ask a doubt in the. Yes, bolo. You are not audible. Shubham, you can ask your doubt in the breakout room or drop a chat to the mentor. Okay. Okay. So let us consider one more example, right? So mathematical example, something like x belongs to 0, 1. All of you know this interval 0, 1, right? We have, how do we denote? Denote like this, right? 0 is not there. 0 is outside. So what are the elements? When do we say that x belongs to 0, 1? What are the condition on x? Only 9 response. Everybody knows this, right? Room number 5, Ayush.
Yes, sir.
Yes, batao.
So when x is greater than 0 and less
Yes.
than 1.
Okay, good. Yes. So x is greater than 0 and x is less than 1. So 0, 1 is this, right? We have this. Okay. So now what do you mean by x is not in 0, 1? So negate this, clearing the feedback. If x is not in 0, 1, what we can say? You can see from the picture also and can tell. room number 2. Advait?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So it will not belong to the interval 0, 1 if x is less than equal to 0 or greater than equal to 1.
Oh, very good. Yes. So not 2. So this is statement number 2. So not 2 will be if x is not there. That means this condition is not true. And what will be in between? Advait?
So I said that x will either be less than equal to 0 or
Yes.
greater than equal to 1.
Yes, or this is also not true. So if first one is not true, then we have x is less than or equals to 0, or x is greater than or equals to 1. Okay, so either x can be here, okay, or it can be here this side. It can be 0 also, and it can be 1 also. So this again is joined by two statements. X is less than 0 or x is equals to 0. Two things are there. And here again this or is here, and then x is greater than 1 or x is equals to 1. So four possibilities. Everything is connected by or. Four cases are there. Either it is less than 0 or equals to 0 or equals to 1 or greater than 1, right? If it is not in the set. So how many of you are clear? How many of you are comfortable that you can negate this kind of statements joined by and or? Okay, now let us take one more with a quantifier. So clearing the feedback. And now, so given any student in G2. Yes, Ankita. See, if you have a question only, then you raise hand. Otherwise, do not raise hand. Shakshi.
Sir, I'm confused in or and matlab, where or and use.
Where is the confusion? Which question? Which example?
Sir, in every question or and where use.
Okay, so consider this example, right? You know intersection. Intersection पता है आपको सेट का? Sakshi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so R4, so students in room number 4. Intersection G, students from Gujarat. So intersection is there. What is the meaning by intersection?
S belongs to both of them.
Both of them, yes. So here X is in A intersection B, that means X is in A and X is in B. So that means S must be in room number 4 and must be from Gujarat. Both must be true. This must be true. Okay? Is it clear?
यस सर सर तो हम
हाँ
क्या ये कह सकते हैं कि इंटरसेक्शन में एंड का यूज होगा
हाँ so here तो I've written intersection is used and both has to be true, right? And suppose this is not true, the statement is not true, what we can say? So I'm saying that what is the negation of S? If this is my statement S, एक student ऐसा है which is in room number 4 and also from Gujarat. Suppose this is not true, what you can say? I'm choosing a student and does not satisfy this condition. That means what?
एस if both are not then
Both
S
are
does
not
not
true.
belong हाँ
Both are not
यस
true.
सर
हाँ अगर मैं रूम नंबर 4 में हूँ गुजरात से नहीं हूँ तो मेरे लिए ट्रू होगा?
नहीं
नहीं, हाँ दोनों कंडीशन चाहिए. आर यू रियलाइजिंग? हाँ
यस
only
सर
only room number 4 but not from Gujarat, they are also not here. Okay, only from Gujarat but not in room number 4 are also not here. So who will not be there? या तो A में नहीं होंगे या तो B में नहीं होंगे. Is it clear, Sakshi?
यस सर
हाँ, so or is coming, right? Either room number 4 is this condition is not satisfied, then also it is not true. Statement S is not true. Or this condition is also not satisfied, then also it is not true. So here there is or. Okay, either not in room number 4 or not in Gujarat, not from Gujarat. Is it fine?
यस सर
And are you confident you can do in discussion?
यस सर
Okay, good. So now next one statement I was giving, which is given any student in G2, he or she has an umbrella or a raincoat? You are going to college, no? And then it is now rainy season. So you carry one of them. Hmm? How do I write in terms of quantifiers? Click yes. What is the set and everything you just give to me, okay? Quickly. सेट तो सब बता सकते हैं, चलो कम ऑन क्विकली. रूम नंबर 9, अमन.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, क्यों रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर रहे हो अमन? Why did you not respond? I'll ask only those now who has not responded. बताओ. Give in terms of quantifiers now quickly.
For all student in V2
हाँ,
quantifier यहाँ पर for all होगा.
हाँ, universal quantifier, right? We speak given
Yes,
any. हाँ, you know this for all only, but better हाँ, given any, because when we say for all and some statement will come. Okay, every and not will come, then there is a confusion. Every student is not a gold medalist. Everyone is not rich. Something that creates confusion. So always use, when you are speaking, always use given any. In our mind, we say this, okay, there's a quantifier is universal. Okay, so given
Yes.
given any notation, chalo, give the notation.
S belongs to capital S. Small s
Okay.
belongs to capital S.
Yes, very good.
There is student in V2. And
Not there exists. It's given any. Now, what is the property of the student? What are we saying?
she has an umbrella or a raincoat.
Who is
So,
he, she? He, she is what? Do we have a notation for student now?
she, the S has.
Yes, very good. Yes,
S,
but you should respond. You now know the answer. Still not responding. S has an
S has an umbrella or a raincoat.
S के पास या तो छाता है और S has a raincoat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Everybody going to college now, rainy season. So either you carry an umbrella or you wear a raincoat or you carry a raincoat with you. Okay. But sometimes it happens when we forget, then only it rains. So when does it, what does it mean that the statement is not true? Okay. What does it mean that statement is not true? Negation. Suppose it is false, then what you can say?
So,
No, Aman, yes. Now let us give somebody else chance. Those who have not responded, I'll ask. Room number 1. Aryan. Aryan, are you there? Room number 1. Okay, room number 2, Divya. You have not renamed yourself. Yes, Divya. Batao, you said yes, no? Okay, room number 1, Nandika.
Yes, sir.
Yes, batao. Don't say yes, sir. Just tell the answer. No worry. Don't.
There exists some S belonging to capital S.
Yes, there
S
exists some
has
S.
S has not an umbrella or
S does
and
not have.
S
S does not have umbrella. या तो उसके पास umbrella नहीं है.
and S
And okay,
has
umbrella भी नहीं है. And S
has not a raincoat.
S does not have a raincoat. Yes, we forget the umbrella also, and when we forget raincoat, then only then it will rain, and we'll be in trouble. Okay, good. Yes. How many of you understand this? Okay, all of you agree with this. Okay, very good. See, this is how you should respond very quickly. Akanksha, you have not responded. है ना, कोई तो student दिख जाएगा. There will be a student, or there will be some person, one of us, will not go with umbrella and will not have a raincoat also. That day will be a problem. So carry one of them. Okay. Very good. Okay, 64 responses. Good. This is how you should react. Okay, so next, I would like you to discuss what happens. You already done this kind of thing yesterday, but discuss what happens if we take the quantifier inside here also and here also. Okay. So what if we take quantifier inside and give more examples? One is this, and then the quantifiers taken inside the statement. Okay, very good. Giving one more statement, last one. This is number 3. Square of every real number is greater than or equals to 0. You can start clicking yes if you know the answer. We want to write this in terms of quantifier first. Okay. First identify set. What are we talking about? See, now you have to revise, no? To have to be quick enough for answering this kind of question. So what is my set?
Real number.
No, wait. Yes, answer नहीं देनी. I'll ask. Okay. Room number 1, Bhumika. She's there. Yeah, Bhumika is there, but not responding. Are you there, Bhumika? Room number 1, Vaishali. Still not responding. Room number 10, Shravani. Room number 2, Palak. Okay, all of you are not responding. The mentors are noting. Yeah, room number 10, Samrin.
Yes, sir.
Just answer. When we call out your name, just directly answer. Okay. What is the set and how do I write in terms of quantifiers?
Set is the set of squares of the real numbers. So for
Set is
every
given any. What are we talking about?
squares of real number.
Squares of real numbers. Okay. So set is squares of real numbers or okay. Let me ask somebody if somebody has different answer. Room number 3, Aarti.
सर स्क्वायर ऑफ एवरी रियल नंबर सेट नो
तो सेट कौन सा होगा?
सेट इज इक्वल टू स्क्वायर ऑफ एवरी रियल नंबर.
So square of real number, that is every, or every होगा ना set में, तो we don't say every. So same set or somebody has some different set. Akanksha, no, you said something else. What is the set for according to you?
Set square of real numbers मतलब कि जो वास्तविक संख्या है उनका वर्ग.
वर्ग है कि सिर्फ वास्तविक संख्या है? शिवम, you have question?
Was there a different answer?
Yeah, you have different answer. Okay, tell.
So, sir, given any real number given any number that belongs to real numbers, like for every x that belongs to real numbers.
So set is R. So
Yes,
so set what Shivam is saying. Sorry. What Shivam is saying, set of all real numbers. So yeah. And the quantifier is?
Given any.
Given any. Okay, so given any. Yeah, that is already told. Sumit, you have raised hand. You have question or answer?
Same answer, sir. Sorry.
Same answer. Okay. So how do I write? And what is the property? What is the property, Sumit?
Property is square of real number is greater than or equal to 0.
So I want to write in terms of quantifiers. How do I write?
For all.
I
Small
speak
r
given any.
square.
Yeah, you are speaking for all, but I will always speak given any,
Given
and
any.
I will insist you to speak on this because whenever for all and not or everyone not will come, there will be some confusion. So I always prefer given any. Yes, in our mind it
Given
is for all quantifier. That's fine. Yeah, given any x.
Okay. Small r belongs to capital R.
Okay, small r. You want to choose r. R belongs to r. Can I choose x? Will you let me have the freedom of choosing x, because I am more comfortable with x. If you say r, I will use r. Okay,
We can take x also. No problem.
Okay, for given any x in r. What is the problem?
Square of x is greater than or equal to 0.
X square is greater than equals to
0.
Greater than equals to 0.
Yes, sir.
Yes. How many of you agree with this? Bhumika, now you are raising hand. I asked you before. You are not responding earlier. Tell Bhumika. What is the question? Aisha, yes, you said no. Not clear.
सर हम इसे ऐसे भी तो लिख सकते हैं ना?
कैसे लिख सकते हैं?
Given any x belongs to all real number, x is greater than or x is equal to 0.
No, we are not talking about x. We are talking about square. Square, है ना? We are saying square is greater than equals to 0. We are not saying x. Is it clear? So x square we are talking about. X can be anything. X can be negative. -2 also. X can be. Square is 4. Greater than 0. If x is 0, square is 0. Right? So now you realize the confusion. Had I written like this, you would have said easily. Given any real number, its square is greater than or equal to 0. If I had given this, then it would have been very easy for you to identify the quantifier and set. But you can see the same sentence. Okay, given any real number. So we are talking about real numbers, and its square is greater than equals to 0. The set is the set of all real numbers. Is what we are choosing. But you can see the same thing we are written in different choice of words. So some confusion. So that's why we always make it, we write it or phrase it like which makes us convenient for us to write in terms of quantifiers. Yeah, Takshak, you have question?
Sir, what if we choose the first set and try to change?
Yeah, so we call this set S. Set of all squares of real numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
Then how can you write in terms of quantifiers?
Given any x belonging to S.
Given any x in S.
Such that x is greater than equal to 0.
Yes, x is greater than equals to 0. So then it will be this. If I choose the set is the set of all squares of real numbers, then I'm just talking about squares only, and x is greater than equals to 0. But you see the confusion now. What I wanted to say was this. When I wrote this, now everybody realized that what I wanted to say was this number. But if I write like this, then there is no confusion. How many of you understand the difference? We can write like this also, but this is confusing. This is not what I wanted to convey. What I wanted to convey was this. But if I had written like this initially itself, then you would have no confusion. See, that's the power of writing in a way so that we can easily write in terms of quantifiers, right? Without any confusion. That's why we say, when we write, so we say given any. We don't say there does not exist or no one. We say given any and then negate the property. Do you understand this? That's why I choose this statement. Okay, it's the same thing, but I wanted to convey this, and so I have written like this. Okay. So now see, you can see that this condition you can write like given any x in R. Okay, x square is greater than 0 or x square is equals to 0. There are two conditions, right? So this is statement number 3. And is it true? How many of you think this is true? Those who think true, yes. Those who think false. Take any real number. What happens to its square? Okay, good. Negation. Now negation, you are very slow, right? First session itself, we have been discussing. Right, just take step by step. Something holds for every real number. So what is the negation? Yes, room number 9, Rigved.
There exists x in R.
There exists x in R.
X square less than 0.
Okay, but can you negate this? What is the
X square
negation?
less than 0 and x square not equals to 0.
X square, if it is
Less
not
than
greater,
0.
why less than 0? What is the
Because
negation of this? X square greater than 0. What is the negation?
less than equals to 0.
X square, I can say it is not greater than 0 also is fine.
Yes.
Can I? So let me write like this. Okay, x square is not. Then we'll write what you had said. And joined by and or
X
or.
square. And.
And okay, and very good.
X square not equals to 0.
X square not equals to 0. Fine. Yes. Okay. So we see yesterday we discussed now. There are exactly one of the three cases is possible. What is that law called? Advait?
Sir, it's called the law of trichotomy.
Yes, law of trichotomy. Right? For given any x and y in R, given any x and y in R, one of these three is possible, right? Exactly one of these three. X less than y, x equals to y, or x is greater than y. Okay. So x square is, sorry, I have to write not greater than 0. Nobody told me. X square is not greater than 0 and x square is not equals to 0. Then what can we say about x square? Room number 7, Azka. Yes. What can we say? What will be x square if both condition holds?
Square be less than 0.
Yes, x square will be less than 0 because one of the three things are either it is greater than 0 or it is equals to 0 or less than 0, but it is not
Or
greater
equal
than
to
0. Yes, it is not greater than 0 and I also know that it is not equals to 0 also. So only possibility is this, right? So yes, because of law of trichotomy, instead of saying that x square is not greater than equals to 0, we sometimes, this is also fine. X square is less than 0. How many of you are clear with this? Okay, so I need you to take 15 seconds, pause. Okay, go through in your mind all the examples like we have seen. I'm clearing the feedback. And those who are done going through things in your mind, click yes. Okay. Now, you see, already we have seen, we have two sets, right? A is subset of B. we have seen that how to write this in terms of quantifiers. How do I write in terms of quantifiers? I have two sets and I want to say that A is subset of B. What is a quantifier and what is a property? Everyone knows this. I also know, but they are not clicking. How do I write in terms of quantifier? Room number 1, Vaishali. Room number 10, Sonali.
Yes, sir.
Why did you not respond? How do I write in terms of quantifiers? Okay, Sonali, pay attention.
X A
Yes, tell.
for all element of A,
Given any.
given any element of A is subset of B.
Given any x in A, what is the property that x satisfied? A के सारे elements कहाँ जाएंगे?
B में होने चाहिए.
B में होने चाहिए. How do I write? Given any x in A,
there exists for all x belongs to B.
given any x in A, अब x के बारे में बात हो रही है. I have chosen x in A. Where x should be? Room number 3, Siddhi. Yes, answer quickly. Those who have clicked yes.
X is in B.
Yes, very good. Okay, x is in B, right? Sonali, is it clear? All the elements of A are in B. Given any x in A, x is in B. Simple. Is it fine, Sonali?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So, what is the negation? Room number 5, Rani. A is not subset of B. Negation I am writing.
Yes, sir. There exists.
There exists.
X belongs to A.
Yes.
Bracket X does not belong to
Such that x is
not in B.
not in B. Yes. When we use this existential quantifier, right? There exists x in A, then we say such that, because existence is giving some condition is given, right? So when we say there exists x in A, such that x is not in B. But when we use given any x in A, x is in B. So then we don't say such that. So this is a property. Is it clear, everyone? Quickly, yes. Okay. No? Akanksha?
Yes, sir. सर
हाँ.
यहाँ पे given and x belongs to A है और x belongs to B है, तो यहाँ पे अपन ने negation किया है, तो x does not belongs to A होना चाहिए.
नहीं, A सबसेट ऑफ B का मतलब क्या है? A सबसेट ऑफ B का
A
मतलब क्या है? A के
सबसेट
सारे
B का है. अब
क्या?
यह B में है और A और B बराबर भी हैं.
नहीं, बराबर नहीं बोल रहे. ये तो हमने सबसेट लिख रहा हूँ. इट डज नॉट से दैट A इक्वल्स टू B. बराबर हो भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी है. अभी तो सबसेट है. दिस इज व्हाट फॉर मी इट इज सबसेट. सो A सबसेट ऑफ B का मतलब क्या है?
A के सारे एलिमेंट्स B में हैं.
बस वही लिखा है मैंने. गिवन एनी एक्स इन सारे एलिमेंट्स एक है, एक्स इज इन बी. ठीक है ना?
ओके.
कब सबसेट
सर
नहीं
यहाँ
है?
पे नेगेशन में.
नेगेशन में सबसेट कब नहीं है बताओ. क्या कब बोल सकते हैं कि ए इज नॉट सबसेट ऑफ बी? व्हेन डू वी से दैट?
A के अवयव जो B में नहीं है.
At least we can find some element in which is in A, but which is not in B.
Not B.
If all the elements are there in B, then A is subset of B. So he is not subset of B. That means this. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Good.
clear.
Yeah. So, but how do we? Question is when we in the proof we are showing A subset of B when we have two sets. Then how do we show? Do we consider all elements of A all together? Right? For example, natural numbers is subset of integers. So any A is subset of B, how do we show? एक साथ सारे एलिमेंट लेते हैं क्या? Do we take all the elements all together? How do we show A subset of B? If you want to show A subset of B, what you will do? What is your step? Yes, Aman?
Take any arbitrary element.
Yes. How many of you agree with Aman? Take any arbitrary X. The arbitrary means yes. So that's why we are saying given any. Now you understand the importance of this word phrasing we are using every time. Given any. Koi bhi le lo. Who is giving? I am not choosing. I am challenging you. You choose any. Okay. So you want to prove, you will choose any for randomly. So we also write in terms of like this. So if X belongs to A, yes, Aman, then what do we do? What do we show? Randomly, arbitrary, some X we have chosen. If X is in A, what do we show, Aman?
सर तो हमें x को b में शो करना होगा.
Then we show
We
that
have to
then
show
X belongs to
yes, sir. X
B.
belongs to b.
Yes, very good. Okay, all of you understand this? There is another way of saying that A is a subset of B. Right? We use some condition. We start with suppose X is in A, then we show that X is in B. So it's equivalent way of showing A is subset of B. If X is in A, then X is in B. You understand? Say yes or no. Sumit?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
I didn't know what is arbitrary.
Arbitrary word means randomly.
Okay.
A subset of B दिखाना ना तो सारे elements we don't use all together. What do we say? We pick some element, okay, and then we show if X is in A, then X is in B. But X was some random element. There was no condition on X. That means all the elements of A are in B. Is it clear?
Okay. Yes, sir.
So this word is sometimes we use, but I'm not using that word. Just saying that this A subset of B. If X is in A, then X is in B. Okay, good.
Yes, sir, I'm clear.
Yeah, okay, fine. So is there any other way showing that A is subset of B? So something like this. If one is in Gujarat, then one is in India, right? Gujarat is a part of India, subset of India. So I can say that if I am in Gujarat, then I am in India. Okay. Any other way? How do we show A is subset of B? Rule number 2, Anwar.
A intersection B is equal to B.
Yeah, that also is fine. But do we take A intersection B? Okay, that's one way. Let's see another here. Room number 9, Sakshi.
Yes, X belongs to A intersection B.
A intersection B.
Yes.
Okay. One more question for those. Room number 8.
If X is in A, then X is in B.
That is there. I have written this. X is in A, then X is in B. But suppose I say, what happens if X is not in B? What can you say? If I say X is not in B, I start with, sorry, clearing the feedback. Now say yes or no, whatever. If you know the answer, say yes. So if X is not in B, what you can say? अगर B में नहीं है तो क्या A में होगा? Room number 7, Nandini.
Yes, sir.
Yes. If X is not in B, then what can you say?
Element of A does not in B.
Okay, let's hear it from somebody else. Room number 6, Sumit.
Sir, if X is not in B, then A is not subset of B.
No. A is subset of B, then X, this is how we show A is subset of B. If X is in A, then X is in B. Okay. Now I am saying, agar B में नहीं है, what can you say about X? Will it be in A? Can it be in A?
No.
हाँ, so
X not X is not
X is not in A.
yes.
हाँ, okay. Room number 4, Priyanshi, same answer or different answer?
Sir, if X does not belongs to B, then X does not belongs to A union B.
Aha, okay, that's another equivalent way. We'll see all this, but let's consider this for once. Okay. Clearing the feedback, yes. Do you understand this? If X is not in B, then it cannot be in A. If you have a problem, then just try to understand this. If I am not in India, so if I am not in, so my here set of people in India is B. Set of people in Gujarat is A. If somebody is X is in A, then X is in B. Okay. Suppose X is not in India, X is not in B. Then what can you say about Gujarat? Okay, room number 5, Charvi. So room number 5, Charvi. Maharshi.
If one is not in India, then he is not in Gujarat.
Then if I am not in India, then I am not in Gujarat. Yes. Right. How many of you understand this? Right. Both are, we say that both are equivalent way. Do you know what is equivalent?
Yes, sir.
What is equivalent? What does it mean?
Both sides that is true. Both.
If one is true, then the other also is true. So we want to show that they are equivalent. Okay. So I call this as yes, Advait.
So like we're considering that A is contained in B when we're saying that A is a subset of B. So can we say equivalently that B contains A or B is the superset of A?
So that's a way of saying, no, words only. A is a subset of B or B is a superset of A. But
Okay,
here
sir.
the question is different. If A is subset of B, one way is one way is writing in this in terms of quantifiers.
Sir.
Another way is using this kind of statement. If X is in A, then we show that X is in B. Okay. So without
So, sir,
quantifiers.
if we have to write the superset statement in terms of quantifiers, how will we write that?
We'll discuss that, but let's right now discuss this. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Marshi.
So can I tell answer?
Yeah. What is the answer?
Like negation of the statement is equal to statement itself. We can use it here.
No, we are not negating anything. I'm just saying that these two statements are equivalent. So let me write these two statements again here. Okay. So my statement number 1 is if X is in A, then X is in B. Statement number 1. And my statement number 2, I am saying X is not in B. Agar B mein nahi hai, it cannot be in A. And I'm saying that both the statements are equivalent when we want to show A is subset of B. Okay. So what do we mean by equivalent? If one is true, then the other also is true. Am I clear? So now we'll show that they are equivalent. Okay. So how do we show that they are equivalent? So first assume that one is true. Okay. So what do I know? I know this is true. That means if X is in A, then I can conclude that X is in B. All of you understand this? This is given to me. Okay. So this is I know, I am assuming this is given to me. So what I know is if X is in A, then X is in B. Fine. Okay. So now I want to prove this. I'm saying this statement is true, then I'm saying this is also must be true. So I want to prove this. So what I'm given is X is not in B. Okay, so I assume, suppose X is not in B. What I want to show? X is not in A. Okay, this statement is true. मैंने एक side रख दिया, I've kept it aside. Okay, now I want to prove statement number 2 also is true. So what is given? This is given to me. What I have to conclude? X is not in A. So X, suppose X is not in B is given. Okay, now I want to show that X is not in A. So हम लोग क्या करते हैं? Sometimes nothing works, then we say that suppose it is not true. Do you know what that method is called?
Contradiction.
Yes, it is called contradiction. Right? So I have assumed, good. So I have assumed X is not in B. I want to show that X is not in A. So what I'll do, I'll suppose X belongs to A. Okay, prove ये करना था, but suppose ये कर लिया. But then can I use anything what is given to me? Can I conclude anything from this? Sumit, if you have a question, then only raise hand. Otherwise, say yes. Yes, Sumit, you have any question? Okay, no, good. No. Answer के लिए yes. Don't raise hand. Okay. Room number 9, Vishal. What can I conclude now?
So if X is in A, then X is in B.
Yes, very good. Because I know one. One we have already assumed, right? Statement number 1 is true, we know. Now I have assumed, suppose X is in A, but I know that if X is in A, then I can say that X is in B. Now this will be a problem. Room number 9, Shakshi. Why this will be a problem?
Yes, sir, मेरे question समझ में नहीं आया. Can you repeat, please?
Okay, now my statement is I have assumed this. 1 is true. Okay. So statement number 1 is true. Is it clear, Sakshi? Now,
Yes, sir.
now we want to prove 2. So what is given to me? X does not belongs to B is given to me. What I am proving? X is not in
Not belongs
A.
to A.
A. But sometimes when nothing works, we use contradiction. So contradiction, what do we do in contradiction? Okay, what do we do in contradiction? We assume negation, है ना? I want to show X is not in A. What is the negation? X is not in A. Ka negation is X in A. Suppose X is in A. See, that's where negation helps. So now I have assumed X is in A. Okay, but then Vishal said that I have assumed already statement number 1 is true. So what I know, if X is in A, then I know that X is also in B. So I can conclude X is in B, but then I have a problem. Then I have a contradiction. Where do I have a contradiction? Room number 8, Rupali.
So we are assuming X belongs to A, then we are saying X belongs to B is correct. But in statement 2, we already assumed that X does not belongs to B. So
Yes.
this is contradiction to the fact that X belongs to A.
Yes, very good. So we already assumed that X is not in B. Okay, very good. So I'm repeating once again, all of you pay attention. I've cleared the feedback. So I'm saying that statement 1 is same as statement true, equivalent. So if 1 is true, then 2 is also true. Okay, so I assume that statement number 1 is true. So that means what? Whenever I have X is in A, I can conclude that X is in B. Okay, but what do I have to prove? I have to prove statement number 2. What is given to me? X is not in B. What I have to show? X is not in A. So suppose if possible, X is in A. Suppose this is not true. This is not true, then what is true? X is in A. But then if X is in A, I already know statement number 1. So if X is in A, then X is in B. Now X is in B, but I already assume that X is not in B. So which is a contradiction. So that means this must be true. We are done. How many of you understand this? Okay, I want somebody to repeat.
Sir,
Arpita,
please
you.
again, please again explain, sir.
One
So can you
somebody.
explain again?
Okay, fine. Then I'll repeat. Okay, so what we want to show is they are equivalent. What is the meaning of equivalent? So equivalent meaning, if one is true, then two is also true. Two is true, then one is also true. Okay. So if I assume any one, I can conclude the other. I can prove the other. This is the meaning of equivalent. So right now I am showing this way. Right now I am going from 1 to 2. So I assume that one is true. True for me, right? I am proving statement number 2. So statement number 2 says if X is not in B, then X is not in A. Okay. So X is not in B. I assume I have to prove that X is not in A. So I say, suppose if possible, this is not true. If this is not true, that means X must be in A. But if X is in A, I know the statement number 1 is true, so I can use it. If X is in A, then X is in B. But which is a contradiction, which is a problem, because I started with X is not in B. So I cannot assume this. That means this must be true. Now, how many of you understand? How many of you think you can clarify when going in discussion? Okay, good. So, can I leave this for discussion? 2 implies 1. Okay, now what you are assuming? Now you are assuming that 2 is true. I'm just repeating once, I won't repeat again. You have to cover in discussion. So what I'm assuming? Statement 2 is true. I can use 2. What I have to prove? Prove statement number 1. What is given to me? X is in A. What I have to prove? X belongs to B. Suppose if possible, X is not in B. This is not true. That means X is not in B. But if X is not in B, I can use statement number 2. If X is not in B, then I can conclude that X is not in A. But then which is a problem because I started with X is in A. It's a contradiction. How many of you understand this and think that you can clear your doubts in discussion? Okay, good. So it is like this. These two statements are same. If this is true, then this is also true. Right? Same, something like this. If I am in Gujarat, then I'm in India. So set of people in Gujarat, set of people in India. What does the other statement say? Not in India, not in Gujarat. So if I'm not in India, I'm not in Gujarat. I can give you one more example. So statement S, if X is greater than 5, then X is greater than 0. Is the statement true? X is a real number, okay? So now we're not going back to what is X and all. X is a real number. I'm saying a real number is greater than 5, then X is greater than 0. Okay. Right? You can think by taking some real numbers greater than 5, 5.1, right? 6. So this, when this condition is satisfied, then you can conclude this. If you have this conclusion, then the statement is true. Okay. So what is the other statement that we had discussed? So this is like X is in A. What is this means? X is in B. What was the other statement now? Can anybody tell? What we have seen just here above, it is up already there in the screen. So according to that, what will be the statement? See, these two statements are equivalent, right? If X is in A, then X is in B. This is true. Then I know that this also must be true. Now, what is the meaning of this? Can anybody tell? What is my here A? A is this. What is X in B means? This. Okay, there is no set here, but I'm just relating it to that. Room number 10, Sonali, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can you give this kind of statement?
If
For
x does not equals to 0,
yes,
if
very good.
x does not greater than 0,
Yes, if
then
x
x
is
greater
very
than
good. Very good, Sonali. Thank you. If x is not greater than 0, so B is not true. X is in B is not true. That means x is not greater than 0, then this is also not there. X is not greater than 5.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you. How many of you understand this? Right? These two statements we have shown that they are equivalent. If one is true, then other also is true. Right? And you can think also. If the number is not greater than 0, if number is not positive, then what are the possibility? Either x is 0, then also x cannot be greater than 5, or x is negative. If x is negative, then also it cannot be greater than, this is also true. So both statements are equivalent. Very good. So does anybody know what is this statement called? Yes, Pritika.
So the contrapositive of the first statement.
Yes. So if I have the statement, first statement is S, right? Then this statement is called the contrapositive of S. Is it clear? Just the word contrapositive. And what do we know? Both are equivalent. Sometimes that is why we sometimes use contradiction. So this is where negation helps. So we want to conclude something. If this is given to me, I want to show this. Then what do we do in proof? Suppose this is not true. Then we come back. Okay, then this is also not true. So we use this. Suppose this is not true, then this is also not true. Right? Is it clear? Okay. So if can you give me some statements like this involving if and some condition is there and then conclusion? I can give you one. If it rains, then maths teacher will not come. Right? Some condition is there. There is one condition which is given. This is the conclusion. Right? What will be the contrapositive? Parul?
If maths teacher will come,
Yes.
then it doesn't rain.
Yes. Contrapositive of S1. If not this, math teacher will not come. So maths teacher has come. So that means it has not rained. If maths teacher has come, then it didn't rain. Right? So many such examples we can consider. If x belongs to n, then x belongs to R. If x is a natural number, then x is a real number. Right? The statement is true. What is a contrapositive? Shubham?
Sir, if x is not a real number,
Yes, if x is not a real number,
then
then
x is not natural number.
X cannot be a natural number. X is not a natural number. Very good. Right? So contrapositive. How many of you understand? Okay, good. Take a minute. I know 5 minutes are there. Just take a minute. So not a minute, but maybe 20-30 seconds. Okay. Now my question is this. If X is in R, then X belongs to N. Is it same as S2? It is not true. Is it same as S2? No, right? There is a difference. What is the relation between this statement and S2? In dono statement, what is the relation? What did I ask? First statement is we asked was every natural number is if X is a natural number, then it's a real number. Room number 5, Shivam.
It is a converse.
It's a converse, right? I have asked in Tanya, same answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, good. So this is converse of S2. Right? The statement is a converse. If X is a real number, then is a natural number. Naturally, we like to ask a question, right? Whenever we see A is subset of B. So if X is in A, then we say that X is in B. फिर हम लोग क्या पूछते हैं? Are they equal? And can we say that B is subset of A? Right? When we ask converse, what is the converse? B is subset of A. That means if X is in B, can I say that it is in A? We check whether it is true or not. Not necessarily always true, but we check whether it is true or not. Yes, Sumit?
Sir, can you repeat the concept of converse?
Repeat converse or what? Converse, no?
Converse of S2.
Converse. So yes, so I'm asking this. If X is in N, then X is in R. Okay, so that's a statement. Now I can ask the other way also. Suppose X is a real number, can I conclude that X is a natural number? That's a converse, right? So if X is if I am in Gujarat, then I am in India. What is the converse? If I am in India, then I am in Gujarat. Yes. What do you think? That is true or not?
Yes, sir. It is true.
If I am in India, then can you say that I am in Gujarat?
No.
No. Right? What about this? Sumit, can we say that is this true? This is true. All of you agreed. Now, what about this? Is this true?
No.
Why it is not true?
Because if X is a real number, then it may be a natural number or integer or whole number or rational number.
But maybe is not the answer. Like, do you have any number in mind that you can give?
3/2.
3/2, yes. So good. Thanks, Sumit. So I can take X equals to 3/2, right? And Sumit says the statement is not true. What do you mean by not true? See, whatever the condition was given was satisfied. Right? I have already taken 3/2. Then I already have X is in R. Right? But then what conclusion was this? X is a natural number. This is not true. Right? So I've given, Sumit has given a number 3/2, which is a real number, but it's not a natural number. Okay, so this statement is converse is not true. Statement S2 is true, but the converse is not true. How many of you understand this? And just to conclude, I would also like to make a remark. See, there's a quantifier involved, right? Naturally, when we said that A is subset of B, in terms of quantifier, what do we say? Given any X in A, this is what we discussed. X is in B, right? But in this statement, if X is in A, then X is in B. So here we are talking about some X or all X. We are talking about all X, right? So here, if X is in R, then X is in N. X is a real number, then X is a natural number. Are we talking about one real number or all real numbers? We are talking about all real numbers, right? So if this is not true, then what did you give? You gave the negation, right? What is the negation? So negation is, we wrote like this. There exists X in A, which is not in B. So this is negation, actually. X is in R and X is not in A. So this is called the negation of S2. Okay, the given condition is satisfied. Negation of, sorry, this statement, right? Negation of not S2, but negation of above. the given condition is satisfied and the conclusion is not achieved, right? So then we say it's a negation. Is it clear, all of you? So just summarizing, we have statement of this type. Okay, we have S is a statement if P. So there is another statement P, then we have a statement Q. Okay, what is a contrapositive of S? Can somebody tell contrapositive of S? No raising hand. Room number 10, Pragya.
Sir, I'm still confused with it.
Okay, can you discuss in the discussion room? If you still have doubt, we'll cover. Okay.
Yes, I will.
Room number 10, Yashraj.
Yes, sir.
Contrapositive of S. Can you tell?
So if not Q, then
Yes, if not Q, then not P. You remember we said X is in A. If X is in A, then X is in B. And we proved that if X is not in B, then it is not in A, right? This is the contrapositive. We show that they are equivalent, right? And what is the converse? Just winding up to finish. What is the converse of S? Somebody else, maybe. Room number 2, Vishwa. Can you answer? Okay, room number 3, Heath.
If Q, then P.
Yes, if Q, then P. Natural question, right? Suppose Q is true, then P is true. That is a converse. And the negation of S will be, when do we say that S is not true? Right? The condition holds, but this is not there. In that case, we say that S is not true. So the negation of S will be P is true and Q is not true. Okay. Yeah, so then I will ask you to discuss this in the breakout room and give more examples also of this type. I have some exercise examples already given to you, right? So statements joined by and or and statements of this type, okay, to discuss. Okay, I think I stop here.
Thanks, Jay.